Please, if you are a married man, grab a chair, get a popcorn and a cup of water as you listen to this very strong topic I'm going to be discussing. The discussion is about mistake men make about sex. Stick with me as I bring this powerful point to enlighten you on the mistakes you may be making without necessarily knowing that you make such mistakes during sex. Point number one, selfishness. When I say selfishness, someone may ask, what is she trying to say? Guys are actually known to be the most selfless human beings on earth when it comes to giving their wives, family, and kids. So I am not talking about that giving aspect. That protection aspect, you guys are wonderful when it comes to it, especially a man in its real context. Real men protect, provide, and, do almost everything for their family, for their loved ones, and their wives and kids. So, but here, when it comes to sex, guys are always more focused on satisfying their needs. What are those needs? Getting orgasm. And that is why the women from northern Nigeria and some eastern part of this country complain about men, especially guys from the north, the uneducated ones. When they want to have a conjugal relationship with their wives, you hear them utter a word like bude. Bude in Hausa is open your, bude kafanki is simply implies open your legs. What does that mean? You don't just tell a woman to open her legs. If you want to capture the attention of your woman, even before you start getting down to the business, start in the morning, peck her on her cheek, hug her randomly, send a random romantic text. If you don't have time for text, start making her feel right by morning. Just peck her, hold her, random touchings. And she will start thinking about you all through the day. Women are wired specially. When I say that women are wired specially, I mean it. And this, when you apply this method and tactics, you will find out that your woman is already ready for you even before you ask. So learn to, introduce that topic non-verbally before going out for work or business. And then by the time you come back, you don't need to say, open your legs. You come back and then hug her again and peck her. You have finished the job. Then naturally, we women want to be played around with before you start anything. Play around with our body. Touch us in the right places. Sometimes it is very good for you to allow your woman to even ask you to, please, let's start the business before you start. Do not always be in a haste. Your target when you start the journey of conjugal activity should be getting this woman to reach orgasm. Let her reach her orgasm before you start getting your own, orgasm. There is nothing wrong with that. Permit me to say that some women look elsewhere because their husband's sex life is so dry. It's not as if you cannot perform. It's not as if your, manhood is too small to perform or not. It is because you don't just understand the tactics on satisfying your woman in bed. So please, if you are a guy and you come across this video, try and practice what I'm saying if your woman has ever complained and see if it will not change your sex life. Point number 2, not every woman like a very rough, fast, and hard sex. Most women actually want it slow and steady. Just very few may want it so rough and hard. But whatever the case may be, learn to study your woman and follow her lead. Some guys are being misled by too much addiction to watching pornography. You don't even know what some of them take to get into action. And even if they did not take something to get into actions, those movies are edited. There is no movie that do not go through editing, including this video I'm making here. So please do not bring the mentality of pornographic activities to your real life sexual life. If not, your wife will not find it funny with you. My major advice in this particular point is for you to follow the lead of your woman. So if you get someone who does not have experience, please follow her slow and steady and teach her the right thing. And how do you teach a woman the right thing if you don't know the right thing? That is why I'm making this video, so that you will change your perception about satisfying women. Learn to follow the lead of your woman. Learn to understand how she wants to be aroused, how she wants to be touched, and how she wants to be satisfied. That is the only way you will be achieving something. But you coming to show your strength and your ruggedity and all that on a woman who doesn't want it, you will be wasting your time and not achieving anything at the end of the day. And subsequently, that may lead to lack of interest on the side of your woman. So if you want to have a healthy sex life with your wife, you should learn to follow her lead. Do not practice everything you hear on social media. Do not practice everything you see on pornographic movie. Instead of watching those things, you can actually study articles, books written by experienced therapists that will teach you reality, not fictions. So please follow your wife's lead. Point number 3, not investing quality time in foreplay. Yes, when I talk about foreplay, some people will say, but I used to kiss her, at least I kiss her before I start anything. It goes beyond kissing. It goes beyond that. You just have to invest time. We know that by nature, you people are always in a haste to get to your destination. But, for the sake of peaceful and lovely coexistence and achieving greater intimacy between you and your wife, you should learn to invest time in foreplay. Foreplay can never be overemphasized when it comes to satisfying your woman in bed. So please, guys, no matter how in a haste you are to get to your destination, which is your achieving ejaculation, try to give your wife time. Let her be fully aroused before you get down to business. The fact that you have played around with her in the morning, done all manner of toasting to her, made her feel ready, prepare her. Preparation, all those things are part of the things. They are part of the preparation. Women are wired differently. Most times, we don't get carried away by your looks alone. The looks doesn't really get us as much as your attitude and the foreplay can get us in the mood. Point number 4, putting quantity over quality. Someone may ask, what is this woman talking about when it comes to quality and quantity in sex? Yes, I hear some people say, I gave it to her. I gave her 3 good rounds before she slept. That 3 good rounds, have you asked how impactful it was to your wife? I guess no. It is not about how many rounds. It is about the quality. If you give your woman 1 good quality round of sex, that woman will be more grateful than someone who just come and do something that does not have substance. one, two, three, and thinks that he has done so much, that he has blown her mind for those activities he has performed and all that. We like quality. Women like quality over quantity. Take your time. Give her the best. Give her the best. In that way, before you ask, in fact, she may be the one coming to ask for it. You see, some women shy away from conjugal activities from their husband. In some cases, it's not because they are not interested, but the way and manner you go about it may be putting them off the more instead of putting them in the mood. So please, it is important that you consider quality over quantity. And the only way sex can be considered quality to a woman is when she reach at least an orgasm or multiple before you finished. Because you can have 3 good rounds with a woman and she may not have reached even one orgasm in those 3 rounds of yours. So it is very important that you give her time, you give her quality over quantity. It is one thing to follow the lead of your woman during conjugal activities, and it is another thing to take your time to explore her body. We don't want to stress too much talking to you, whether verbally or non verbally, to get the right spot. Yes, we may lead you when an activity is going on whether you should slow down or get faster or all that. The reading, yes, we may lead the reading, we may lead some certain things, but we may not be able to lead you on everything we need. So it is very important that you learn how to explore your woman, not based on the external knowledge you have had with maybe gisting with a friend, or you may have watched something somewhere or had something somewhere. That particular person, have you taken time enough to explore her body to know which one gives this reaction, which one gives better reaction, which one leads to what, which one does what? Every part of our body means different thing or something to us during that activity. So it is important that you explore that your wife's body to the fullest. Explore it. It is your own. What is the essence of having sex or having intimate relationship with your partner without satisfying each other? When women come to that activity, what we have in mind is, how do I do? What do I do to satisfy this guy? What are those things I should do to make him feel satisfied? That is usually the first thing that comes to our mind. But I don't know how it works with men's mind, but we are teaching you today that please, we want you to explore our body in order to get that G spot, in order to get that thing that will give us highest satisfaction and take us to climax, take us to cloud 9. The next point on the list is communicating your sexual preference. If this communication thing can be a problem for women and sometimes to men. Yes, men may be more audible, they may not be as shy as some women, but in as much as some of them are not as shy as women, some of them equally expect us to explore and know everything they need. It is wrong for you to want your woman to know everything you need when it comes to your sexual preference. So, especially those who never had experiences from anywhere, if you happen to be their first experience, you have to really take your time and put them through and teach them what to do. If you both are not experienced, then you study together, learn from articles that will help you, explore each other the right way and all that. So it is important. Communication is always the key in every part of relationship, in every existence of human endeavor. Communication is the key. So do not downplay communicating your sexual preference to your wife. A big shout out to my new subscribers, returning subscribers, to everyone that took their time to watch my content. I appreciate you all. God bless you for being part of this community. And please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press the notification button so that whenever I upload a quality content just like this one, you will be notified. And I want to thank everyone that has ever taken their time to like, share, or comment on my content. I may not remember all of you by name, but please just know that Coach Zara cares and I love you all.